Good morning, student of class 7. So let us start the rest part of first chapter, Chocolate Factory. So now I am going to explain, so listen carefully. First I will read, then I will explain. Here, as soon as Mr. Wonka opened the door, 5 children and the others pushed their way in, and what an amazing sight greeted their eyes. They were looking down upon a lovely valley with green meadows on the other side, and along the bottom of it flowed a great brown river. Halfway along the river was a big waterfall, a very steep cliff over which the water curled and rolled in a solid sheet. Then it went down into a boiling, churning whirlpool full of froth and spray. The most astonishing sight was just below the waterfall. About a dozen enormous glass pipes were dangling down into the river from somewhere high up in the ceiling and sucking up the brownish muddy water from the river. Nobody could guess where they were carrying it to, and since the pipes were made of glass, you could see the liquid bubbling and flowing in the pipes. Above the noise of the gushing waterfall, in the incessant sucking sound of the pipes could be clearly heard. Now I am going to explain. Now listen carefully here. As soon as Mr. Wonka opened the door, 5 children and others pushed their way into the inn, and what an amazing sight greeted their eyes. Now everyone know that now Willy Wonka, when opened the door inside of the chocolate factory, you know that already four children are there: Augustus Gloop, Percy Salt, Charlie Bucket, and Mike Teeb and Bugret. So now they are now going entering, and what was the scene of the chocolate factory? They were totally surprised here when they have pushed their way in. So what an amazing sight! They are totally surprised. Entertaining sights they have noticed. What they have noticed, that there is a lovely valley with the green meadows one side, and at the bottom of it there is a great brown river. Brown river, you understand? Water is actually white, this type of color, but brown river, it means full of chocolate. And halfway along with there was a going to the next, there was a big waterfall. And now into going further and further, there is a process of boiling, churning whirlpool, means curl and roll. It means like the mixing of now brown water, it means chocolate. That was mixing process of making chocolate. And now it was totally froth and spray, small bubbles, some bubbles and etc. It's very clear to the student, means children. And the most astonishing sight was just below the waterfall, about a dozen enormous glass pipes. And what most surprising sight, what was that? There was dozen means 12, maybe more than or 12 enormous pipes, huge size of pipes was actually hanging into the river. It means they are sucking brown water, it means chocolate they are sucking, and it is the process of up to this one going into the high ceiling and sucking up the brownish water. And nobody could guess that where they were carrying it to, or nobody can understand. It means it is the process of making chocolate, different types of. So it's nobody understand. And now above the noise of the gushing waterfall, the incessant sucking sound of the pipes could be clearly heard, and up to when it's going into the great force. So everyone, means children, they can hear the sound of sucking water. Sucking means brownish water, brown water means chocolate. It's totally here. Now here from I am reading. Graceful trees and bushes grew along the river banks. There were weeping willows and alders, and tall clumps of the rhododendrons with their lovely pink and the red and the mauve blossoms. In the meadows there were thousands of buttercups that grew. And now how the trees is looking like? Now here explain. It looks like when graceful trees and bushes grew along the river banks, they were weeping willows, and there are more herb, shrub, small thing, and there are some different types of beautiful red flowers it look like, and other red flowers and other type of yellow cup shaped shaped flowers are there here. And now Mr. Wonka suddenly began to dance up and down and pointed his gold topped cane at the great brown river as he cried, "Look there, all that is chocolate. Every drop of that river is hot melted chocolate of the very finest quality. And there is enough chocolate is there to fill every bath tub in this entire country as well as all the swimming pools. Don't you think it's terrific?" The pipes suck up the chocolates and carry it to the other rooms in the factory where it is needed. Thousands of gallons an hour is carried, and my dear children, Mr. Wonka suddenly started to dance. And what? He was pointing towards the gold topped cane, and now what? Look there, there is a great brown river. It means brown river, it means the river that was totally filled with chocolate. Look there, that is totally chocolate. Every drop of that river means totally, the river is totally full with the chocolate. And that chocolate's quality, what is? Very finest quality. And it's very enough chocolate to fill every bathtub. It means just making fun means river mostly what we are using, you are using for washing and other things for. So it's filled with every bathtub, entire country, swimming pool, everything. It's terrific. And after that, the pipes, you already know that there are dozens of pipes hanging into the river. It means that they are sucking the brownish water, and thousands of gallons an hour is carried. And within thousands of gallons it's the represent quantity of thousands of gallons in 1 hour they are taking, and it is the process of making chocolates. From dear children, he has pointed. And after that, from here to next part of next day, another day. Okay, thank you.